Welcome to another Friday Night Lights here featuring your Cabot Panthers. This week we are on the road at Benton. We play the Benton Tigers this week. I'm Nick Ryan, and I'm here with Gage Huckabee tonight. Gage, how you doing tonight?
Yes, sir. I feel great. This is going to be a great game. We have fans from both teams, the Benton Panthers and the Cabot Panthers. The stadiums are full. The sun is up, and it is beating down on us tonight.
It's definitely a hot one tonight, but speaking of a hot team, the Cabot Panthers are in Benton tonight, and they're on the road to 300 for Coach Mike Malham. To know a little more about tonight's game, we go to the field to reporter Caleb Gullahorn.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, the Cabot Panthers taking on the 99 career wins, hoping to get three. Hope that they can do the same thing tonight. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Caleb. Very thankful for Caleb here tonight. But here we go. Here tonight, your Cabot Panthers 2-0 coming in tonight at Benton. They're 1-1. Cabot has an impressive two first weeks here. They have played Pine Bluff at home and got a 35-14 win the first week, which with Pine Bluff was the #1 in the 6A. They played the second team in the 6A last week in El Dorado and completely shut down the El Dorado Wildcats 27-10. Gage, how you thinking about this Cabot Panthers team so far this year?
Oh, it's going to be great. We have a strong team up front looking to run the ball, get some good yards, and we have a strong defense that'll knock them down, just like they did at Pine Bluff, only scoring once in the second half and 14 overall, and then in El Dorado where they only scored 10 points.
You're right about that, Gage. Our offense and defense have both been incredible this year. Our offense has relied on the run game, like as always. Graham Turner, T.J. Rogers, Bradley Morales are leading the pack with a few extra running backs, and Wyatt McMahon and Isaiah Ogilvie. Let's not forget about the great quarterback play in Jesse Widowmaker. He's a very talented quarterback for this team, and the defense is heated up. They've only allowed 24 points in the first two games for both teams. Zane Harper, Dalton Crumbly, Hunter Horka, Hayden Matthews all played an impactful part in this defense. Let's not forget the corners and Kyle Rudolph and Jake Mowdy, very two impressive corners. But this Benton team is not to mess with. They're 1-1. First week they lost in the Salt Bowl to Bryant, and then last week they picked up a win against Arkadelphia, and a very impressive player that Benton has. They're going to have to worry about. The Panthers are going to have their offense are going to have to worry about Kyvan Carroll. Kyvan Carroll is a very impressive defensive end for this Benton team. He's on the USA football team, and he just committed to the Fresno State University to play football. So he's one of the best defensive players in Arkansas as of right now. So, Gage, what are the things that the Cabot on the offensive end are going to have to do to be more successful in tonight's game and come out to get Mike Malham's 300 win?
Well, they're definitely going to have to be strong pushing against this defense. It might come to where they have to take it to the air, and it's going to be hard for us because they're both called the Panthers, and as we look down to the cheerleaders, they have a sign that says the original Panthers have arrived. So the Cabot Panthers are the original Panthers.
I like that sign right there on the field that says that. As the Panthers are on a hot start, like I said, they're one of the top teams in the 7A. So we're going to talk about the 7A Central standings a little bit. Great Central standings so far right now. You have Catholic, who's 2-0, Cabot, who's 2-0, and Bryant's 2-0. And also don't forget about North Little Rock, who has been playing some impressive teams out of state. They played an Oklahoma team first week. Last week they traveled to Louisiana, and this week they play a
Tennessee team.
They play a Memphis team in Whitehaven. So they're a very impressive high school team. They're #1 in the state. They're ranked number 41 nationally. So a great team like that. A couple teams already played 3 games and are undefeated. Northside, Fort Smith Northside, which the Panthers did beat last year, and one of the Cabot's biggest rivals in high school football, Conway Wildcats. So, and last but not least, you have Little Rock Central and Southside at the end of the bracket. But it's only week 3. Couple of teams are at week 4 of the year, but there's still a bunch of football to be playing in this high school year.
Yes, sir. And hopefully next week we're going to have both these games, Catholic and Southside, at home. And as we look down to the field right now, we see the Panthers breaking through, running to the sidelines.
These Panthers are definitely going to be ready to play tonight for Coach Mike Malham. They're ready to get him that 300 win, which would be making history for this team. Mike Malham, several years for this Cabot Panthers team. He's definitely changed how Cabot football is. And, you know, these Panthers just want to reward him for his 300 win, and that would be an outstanding way to start off the season 3-0, and then also know that you're going back home to Catholic, which they did beat 42-21 last year. Catholic does still have running back Sammy Johnson, who's a very talented running back in the 7A. 2 years ago, he had over 2,000 yards rushing. Last year, he still did the same. He produced a lot for the Catholic team. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. But they got to get past these Panthers first. And like I said, their defense, very big. Their defensive line and their linebackers are very strong and talented. Their receivers and their running backs are very talented as well. But this Cabot Panthers offense, let's say that, is very talented too. So it's going to be a great matchup to watch.
All right, yes, sir. And with this game, Coach Malham, what a great leader. These kids all look up to him. These kids are going to be playing their heart out for this game tonight, hoping that they can get Coach Malham his 300 win and then push him further along in this season.
Definitely a game we're not going to want to forget. If the Panthers do win tonight, this will be a history game, as it is the game of the week here in Arkansas high school football. So everyone's here to watch a legacy form even more than it is now. So because 300 is definitely a big level up there. He's one of the winningest coaches in high school football in the state of Arkansas. It's going to be a very interesting matchup as we are 2 minutes and 30 seconds away for kickoff. We'll stay tuned. We'll be back when kickoff happens. If you're watching the stream right now, we are having some technical difficulties. There's no video. We'll be right back when we get everything situated. Welcome back, Panther fans. We are here for the kickoff as Rhett Thurman will start this game off. This will go into the end zone for a touchback, usually how Rhett Thurman starts off the game on the kickoff. So it's going to be interesting how this defense is going to come out already and see if they can stop these Benton Panthers very early.
Rhett Thurman, what a great kicker. Most of the time, he'll send it straight in to the end zone for a touchback.
If you are still watching this stream, I do apologize. We are still having technical difficulties. We will be back as soon as we get things situated for your Cabot Panthers football.